Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching from. This is Goodspeed TV. I am DT Goodspeed, the CEO GDT Integrated Farm. All right, on our last video, I did say that I'm going to be showing us a step-by-step production of catfish from the hatching of the fingerlings, which is actually the fries, and also to production, the production which will also take it to the table size level. All right, if you could remember on the last, if you have been following our channel, if you could remember on the last video, we were still in the treatment processes of our hatching pond, and today happens to be the 10th day. Remember, I did said that at least you should treat it organically with the poultry drops or with the plantain or banana stem or dry leaves for at least 7 to 14 days. So today is the 10th day, which let us just see what is happening in our pond, if it is ready for the hatching process, please. All right, this is our pond side. All right, so we want to see if we can find any moving thing like a lever inside the pond to actually know if our pond is ready for breeding. All right, let me just use this pointer. All right, you can see it, they are moving. That's mosquito larva. You can see it. So whenever you see this inside your pond, you know, it means the pond is ready. And like I said before, this is the 10th day. So our plantain stem, I use plantain stem, is almost fermented, like it started fermenting. Let's just say, I think some of them are big. Okay, let me just go to this this place. All right, I believe you can see it. Yes, you can see it. So they are very plenty. So if you see things like this moving at this point, it therefore means that the pond is detoxify and it is ready for use, because these are mosquito larvae. They can survive in it. So if you can't find them inside this pond, inside your pond or any pond, you know that the pond is not well treated. So you have to still wait for a couple of days to actually see this. So after all said and done, all what you need to do at this point is to get the plantain stem off the pond, clean, drain off the water, the dirty water, and also fill it with another water, flush it out, and scrub it with our normal table salt. All right, let's just get on it. Let's drain it so that I actually show us how to scrub it using our normal table salt. All right, the water is completely drained out, like I told us. So the next thing that we need to do is to sterilize the pond with our normal table salt. With a normal table salt, you just get a pack of this. Then get a sponge and a bucket. Put the salt, add a little water, and scrub the wall of the pond. By so doing, you will disinfect any infection, whatever. So the salt is meant for sterilization. All right. So maybe when your eating processes, there must have been 1 or 2 enzymes or germs in the walls of the pond. So you just make the salt solution like this and scrub. scrub the wall. Just scrub the walls of the pond. Disinfect it from any infection. You know, at the stage of fries, they are very delicate. If your pond is not is infected by any kind of disease or whatever, it will affect it and you might have mortality all through. So to avoid it, you scrub the wall. Scrub it thoroughly. Just scrub it the way I am doing it. Doing the right thing is not a waste of energy. So it's better you do the right thing at the right time instead of suffering loss. Alright, after all said and done, we have been able to scrub the walls and the floor of our pond, the 2 ponds with the salt solution to sterilize it. And secondly, there is something I want to show us which is also very necessary in the construction of the pond. These items are very, very important. Please bring the camera very close so that they can see. This, I call this is screen. And this is screen. It's just nothing. It's just this is a 1-inch pipe. It is called screen with a net. So you just perforate it. If you can see very closely, you see that the pipe is being perforated so that the wastewater or the drained water can flow out from here. So it is a screen. You just install it either on the wall, but you install it inside the pond, either in the wall, wherever you fixed, according to your design, wherever you fix your drainage system. So from here, all the water that is being drained will pass through from here. Please, it is very necessary that you do a one that is very long as this, because water has pressure. If it is very small, it will push the fries, which is the fingerlings, and at the end of the day, you might experience a lot of mortality. So at least from 1 to the first day of that they are being hatched to the first 1 week, like the first 7 days, you don't need a net like this because it is still very big. At that stage, the fingerlings are very tiny. The fries are very tiny, so they can pass through this net. You need something like this. So as time goes on, you keep changing the materials, the screening, this material that you use to screen it. Like this one, this is very tiny. It's like a lining material. You can also say the pap material, the material that is used to wash our normal akamu or our pap. So it's a lining material. The holes are very tiny, and with this, the fries cannot escape. Like it cannot be flushed out from this. So I'm going to show us how to install this at their respective position inside the pond. And secondly, please do well to sterilize any items that is being installed inside the pond. Sterilize it with salt. Disinfect it with salt. It is very, very important. So I soak this inside in a salt solution for about 1 hour. So it's very, very okay for use. And another thing I want to bring to our notice, this. What you see here is just a net with a frame. It is called kakaban. It is called a kakaban. So it's just a net. What is the uses of this kakaban? It separates the hatched egg from the unhatched egg from the hatched egg. I don't know whether you understand me. It separates. It just plays on top of the water. And when you are doing this, when you are preparing it, it should always be in a floating material. Like I use a PVC pipe I join them together. So even if you place it on top of the water, it will float. So it should always be a floating material. So it separates the hash egg from the unhatched egg. Why? So that the unhatched eggs do not pollute the water. You understand? So they don't contaminate the water. You know, now it's normal, just like our normal egg. So if it takes, after some times, it starts smelling, giving that rotten smell. So that alone, if you allow those eggs to settle at the bottom of the pond, it will contaminate the water and it will bring problem to your fry. So this is called kakaban, and I have a pair of it for the 2 pond. So just bring the camera close. Let's go back to the pond and let me just show us where and how to install these items. Okay, first and foremost, okay, all right, this is for the pond, the first one. So you just install it down here. You install it down here. You still have the ones for the overflow. Yes, you install them. You install it that way. All right, you install it this way. You make something like this with a T. You perforate it so that instead of the water rushing this way, all right, it will be dropping gently at an interval. You understand? So when you'll be running your flow through, okay, so when you will be running your flow through, you will set the inlet and the outlets for them to be at equilibrium, so that the amount of water that is entering the pond should also be the same amount of water leaving the pond. That is what we call flow through. So it's very necessary to construct this in your hashing pond. So you install it this way. We install it this way and fill the water to the brim and install your kakaban, and you are set for hashing. All right, so that is just it. Okay, all right, welcome back, and I hope we all learned a lot. The video was so educating. Please, it is very necessary, and I beg you, subscribe to our channel, share our channel, so that people or our upcoming fish farmer and hashers will learn from it too. Also, like our page on Facebook. Our Facebook page is GDT Integrated Services. Go there, like our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you have any question pertaining to catfish farming and hashing, please do well to drop your question on the comment box, and we will always be there to respond to you speedily. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it was a great time and it was so educating. Thank you. See you on our next video. Bye for now.